All right, we should be live. Awesome. All right, so we've got Epsilon. It's a medium Linux box. It's kind of building off of the knowledge that we gained from the last walkthrough of Bucket, kind of abusing some AWS in here as well. Unfortunately, the lab instance did not get spun up in time. The box was not added, so for this one, when they add it, you guys will be able to go back and kind of follow along and try it yourselves. If you do have like a VIP subscription, you can spin up the box as well. That way, that's how I'm doing it right now. So I'm going to start by just running a simple nmap. So I'm just going to do SCV, and I'll throw the IP address in. And while that runs, oh, that's not good. Let's make that bigger. Here we go. All right, I'm also going to add that to my Etsy hosts. 11.134. Okay, let's head back here. Let's see, we're not getting a ping. Impossible, it's not online. Well, it looks like I'm not. Let's rerun this. Yeah. Yeah, it does have. Yeah. I was able to ping it yesterday. It should be. Yeah, it does say. What's up? There we go. All right, wonderful. Oh, that's no good. Grab this. Jeez. And this here, please. There we go. All right, so let's rerun that. Yeah, that's really annoying. All right. So we've got SSH open. It's pretty typical on these boxes. We have port 80 running HTTP. It looks like we don't have access to that, but it does note that there's a Git repository found on the server, so we can take a look at that as well. We also have another web server on 5000 called Costume Shop, and it looks like we can access that. So let's give the base one a try. Yeah, so we can't access that. So while we take a look at the other one, I'm just going to start up a. We can just do like a Ferrix Buster on. Let's attack you, right? Attack you. And let's just let that run. While we do this, we'll take a look at the port 5000 server. So we have like a login page. We can try like default creds. Admin doesn't work. No. We can try to look at the source here and see if there's anything interesting as well. It don't look like this found anything, so we can do the same thing for this one and see if we can find anything else as well. Or we can also use a different tool. We can just do like ff. 1000. Files with okay, so it looks like we've got, no, this full size. I don't know why this is formatted so terribly. Looks like we've got, I honestly might just rerun this so I can actually look at it. Okay, so we've got home, order, track. All right, awesome. Let's take a look at these. So we've got home, which I assume is going to be this, yeah. Order. Okay, so it looks like it's redirecting regardless. Was the last one was track. And we do have access to track as admin. Okay, so it's going to take us back to the login page. We like try to. Looks like that's frozen. That's no good. Let's see. Terminal's frozen too. That's not good. Yeah, dang, it really did freeze. It's like frozen. Let's see if I like. No. Huh. Well, that's fun. Yeah, it's like the whole box is just like grabbed. Let's. No, like the VM. It's like my whole VM. Yeah, I can't even hit terminal. Yeah, I tried. I think I'm just gonna restart this. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, right. Man, this box is not having it today. There we go. Alright, let's Yeah, I think I probably do. Nice. Okay. Okay. Cool. Let's go back to where we were. We were on the site. Oof. Okay. Let's grab our back to our site. So we were on Epsilon. All right. So we had this track, which it seems like this is probably an error. Likely we're not supposed to be able to hit this page. Because everything else is redirecting us back here, and not really seeing anything here. So at this point, I kind of want to go back to that Git directory, or that Git repository that it had pointed out. So we can just take a look at that and kind of see what we can find there. So we have some different tools that we can use. So there's Git Dumper. There's also Hacktricks has a good page on it. Git Tools is the one that I like to use. So we'll do that. We can just grab this. And it's dumper, and we have this git dumper.sh. So we can do /dumper/ and we want to dump the base directory.git, and we'll do it here. Let's see. No. Alright, we'll just do it here. Okay, so we've got all these objects that it's dumping, and we can do, we can see our .git. We can run git status. Will show us like the different repos that it's got. So we see these two files, but it says they're deleted. And the reason that is because we've, the last commit that it's pulled had those files, but they're not actually present on the box because we just pulled the change, we just dumped it, so we don't actually have them. So the way around that is we just do git reset hard, and now we can do git status, and you can see we actually, it's no longer saying that those files are deleted. So now we have this server.py file and this track API file. So let's just look at this server file. Go up to the top here. This is a Flask app. So this is probably that web app that we were looking at. We have this verify Java Web Token. Looks like it's just focusing on the username. And yeah, so we see these different app grids. So this is the app we're looking at. We've got the home, track, and order. We can see for all of these that if we don't have the Java Web Token, then it's going to redirect back to the base directory. So that for home, home, track, and for order, we see that it doesn't actually it only redirects if we try to post. So that's why we were able to actually access it. But other than that, there's not too much interesting in here. There is this username admin, but we tried this and it doesn't work. So we do need the the JWT to be able to get further with this. So looks like it's using this this secret, which is hidden in here to verify the JWT. So let's see if there's anything else we can go off of here. This is also interesting. This render template string. We'll go into this a little bit later, but you can see here it's vulnerable to SSTI, possibly depending on if it properly sanitizes the input. So based on what we're seeing, this does not, because it's taking the costume orders. So when we go back here, we can actually go to order where it's it looks to be similar to this, right, where it's taking this user input and using this render template string without sanitizing it. So we could probably exploit this, but we have to gain access to the app first. So we can also take a look at the track file here. So we've got a photo 3, so this is AWS. Looks like we don't have our access keys. We do have this cloud domain, so we can try this as well. I'll have to add that, but we can add that and try to go to it. It looks like it's modifying a Lambda function. This like update Lambda function down here to modify Lambda function, which is like serverless code. We touched on that a little bit in the bucket walkthrough. But yeah, so I guess the main takeaway here is that we have this cloud, so we can just add that to our host before we forget. Okay. So the other thing now that we want to look for is we see all these places with these access keys and secrets and stuff that are omitted. We have the repository history, so we can actually see if there was any changes that maybe removed the credentials if they were like one there. So we can do git log, and I usually like to do one line just to make it a little bit easier to read. So you can see we have 4 different commits here. Added a module, updating tracking API, and adding a site. So we can do git diff and just like compare essentially show us the differences between these two. So like here we can see it looks like they spelled it wrong. They wrote Epsilon and they removed the sign. So this just shows us the differences. We don't see any creds here, but we can go down this list here and just do these git diff for the different files. So we'll do the C5. This one looks like this is where they like actually put this function in. Yeah, we'll get done with that. And I also need to do the last two. C5 and 7. And yeah, here we go. So it looks like this earliest commit had the access key and the access key ID in here. So now we can actually take these, and we did this last time, but we can just set up the same thing, AWS config, and oh man, let's just grab these. Why? Oh, it's configure. Oops. Okay. You can see I already have these in here, but I'll redo this. So I'll just grab these, throw these in here. We want US East 1. And now we can, similar to how we did last time, we're going to interact with the specific endpoint. So we'll just do AWS, specify the endpoint. And we want to do Lambda. That's what we'll start with. We can, go to other things once we've kind of exhausted this, but since we saw that this script specifically was interacting with Lambda, it's good to start there. And we just want to list the functions here. Let's see what we have. So we have one function, costume shop v1. So now I'd like to get that function, see if we can actually pull the contents of it. Function. Right, so I type something wrong here. Get function. Why is it not like that? Function name equals construct. What? Unless it just wants it like this. No. Why is it saying that that's... Yeah, I spelled that right. Yeah, it should be... There. Okay, yeah. Did I have it typed wrong? No. Oh, very, very nice. Okay, so that will give us this, this URL here, and then we can actually just get that. So we'll have this code, and we can unzip code, and it'll give us this lambda function.py. Actually, I'm gonna redo this back in the main directory here. I didn't realize I was still in the dumper. Okay. Okay, so we've got this lambda function, mention of DynamoDB, but nothing else except for this this secret here. So I'm going to kind of take a similar stab at just hoping that we can get somewhere with it. Right now, we're still just trying to get access to the the web app. So my next guess with this is going to be maybe that the secret was reused to sign these JWT, and we can maybe just forge our own and sign it. So we can give that a try. Let's just do Python 3 import JWT, and let's set the secret to let's copy it. Let's do that. And then we'll do JWT. And we're going to want to go back here. So if we look at this, we see it's looking for username. There's going to be a username field. We have like a verify, yeah. So token, key, algorithm. So it's really just looking for a username. So let's just set a username here. And we could just set that to like Furio. And then we need to put our secret in. And we'll just use the same algorithm. Okay. So we've got this here. So we have to set this as a cookie. We just have to check what it's looking for. Request cookies get auth. So it's looking for this cookie called auth. Let's give that a try. Let's try to make this like a little bit smaller. There we go. So go to inspect, and we can just like add a cookie name. We'll call it auth, and the value we'll just put our little thing in here, and then let's go to like the order page. Let's see if we're able to. Let's save that. Interesting. Let's try this. Huh. Let's try that again. There we go. Yep, so that worked. That's awesome. And now we have access to this order page. So we did see this, the SSTI earlier on when we were first looking at this. So we can kind of dig at that a little bit more and see what we can get. Let's make this full screen here. Okay, so we can see that we do have like this form submission here. So we have a few options with some user input, as well as why is my key broken? That's not good either. Everything's breaking today. Jeez. Alt tab. Can I like alt tab? Is my D key stuck? I actually have to pull my keycap right now. Huh. Okay, let me grab my. It's one of those days. Yeah, I feel it stuck under there. Grab my keycap holder. Maybe it's the VM again because I do not have my D key inserted. Huh. I'd really rather not restart this VM again. Can we please not? Yeah, let's see if I can. It's like really stuck. I need to just blow this box up. I do not know. Well, I mean, at least I have the secret in there, so I can honestly just grab it again, but that's really frustrating. Alt OC. No. I'm not getting like any feedback from, yeah, because it like thinks that it's like constantly receiving input. What if I unplug my keyboard? No, it's just like yeah. All right, let's run it back. Let's just shut it down. Okay. Well, at least we have the files, so we can just like reforge that cookie super easy. But that is super not fun. I mean, we're almost there. I was so close to blowing this box up last night too, and I was like, no, it's fine. Like I fixed it, so I was like, because it was like a different issue that it was giving me. And I was like, I fixed it, so I was like, okay, it's fine. Like I'm just gonna leave it because I'm not gonna like blow up the box and like mess stuff up. But of course, hindsight's 20/20, I guess. Okay, third time's the charm. Okay. Alright, so we need this, and we need to do same thing. GT seek. So username. Okay, that looks relatively similar to what we had. Did it say the cookie? Okay, I didn't even have to do that. Nice. All right, so we're gonna now look into this SSTI, so we can go to the Hacktricks page is good. I like the payload all the things on GitHub has a good like explanation. So we have this costume field, right? And we know it's not sanitizing it. And so it is a drop down, but we can just intercept this and then put our own stuff in and give it a try. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Start up Verb Suite here. So I have this nice little flow chart that we can follow. We can try this 7x7 payload, and then if we get a result, it helps us narrow down essentially what the backend is. So we'll give it a go. I'm actually gonna split this and make this a little bit bigger. As well as, I don't know if we can make, they have like a zoom setting on here. Display, it's like double that. There we go. Cool. So let's go back here. Okay. And we'll send this to repeater. So our first test here is going to be setting this $sign 7 times 7. And we just want to see if we get a, render this. So we should see in here, yeah. So it takes us your order of whatever. And I'm trying to zoom in that part. Well, above repeater, because I did get the regular stuff bigger, like the font. Yeah, I was like messing with the font size. Yeah, font size, right? Yeah, there's only a font size. So the point is that it's not executing it, right? It's just returning it right now. So we can move on to the next payload. And what we're looking for here is hopefully we do get 49 back as a result, because that indicates actually executing it, and we do. So we can move on now. We'll add the quotation marks around here, and it is executing that as well. It's taking the 7, multiplying the character 7 times. So we have either Jinja 2 or Twig, and then we have some good payloads that we can test. A good payload. It's this one. Can just give this a try. Okay, let's send that, and we do. So we see this user Tom. So now we can let's turn this proxy off, and let's go to rev shells and get ourselves a shell that we can use here. We're 14. Were we 14.5? I don't remember. I think. Yeah, 14.5, yeah. Okay. Sure. And the funny thing with this here is, because of the SSTI, we have to URL encode these @ symbols. Otherwise, it's going to take these as separate commands. So we can just hold Control U to URL encode these. The rest of it is fine. It's just the @ symbols, because we're sending it the way it processes it. So we can try this, and let's get ourselves a listener started up. And we want to 7, and we can send this internals totally bash. Or maybe get rid of the spaces. Let's see if that works. No. Badge taxi. Equals, yeah. P open, badge seed. Yeah, this should work. If no, let's see if we can get. I think I must have missed. Let's just redo this one. Let's see if we can do. Sure, we'll try this. Oh, I know exactly what it was. I didn't terminate my quotes. Control U and Control U. Yeah, that's totally what it was. I didn't have my quotes terminated. We'll see in 2 seconds. Oh, no, didn't like that one. Let's go back to the one I was using before. No. Alright, I'm just gonna drop this one and grab a new request here to work with, because I obviously messed up some part of the syntax at some point. Let's disable that. Okay. No, that's not it. There we go. Send this to repeater. Let's just make sure that this works right. Okay. Then we can just grab this. And let's URL code these. Okay, that looks promising. Beautiful. Alright, cool. So we've got our shell, and then we can, let's upgrade this. It's Python 3. Control Z. Alright, cool. So we've got our user flag now. That's awesome. Okay. So we've got our user flag, and the purpose for this one is pretty interesting. I'm not gonna like burn a ton of time digging through random tools and stuff. There's not a lot on here. The tool that I'm gonna use is let's open just a new window over here. So PS by here is pretty neat. Essentially watches all of the active processes running under all users. So it's a really cool, neat tool. As we can see, you know, if there's some like cron job that's running as root, we can look at that. So let's do. Just do this, and then we can get 10. Why? Oh. There we go. And we can. Alright, and so if we run this, it's just going to look at, let's make this full screen here. So we can see all of these different processes, and the command lines will actually show up in here as well, which is neat. Yeah, so just watch this and see this date plus %n is interesting. And that is also interesting, this user bin backup. And can see some kind of backup process. So this looks like it's running as root as well. So we can go take a look at this. So we have, it's a shell script, right? This file equals date plus %. This is taking the nanosecond of the timestamp, so effectively is just a random number variable. And this is going to clear the op backups folder. It creates a tar archive of the www app using this timestamp .tar. And it's going to take the SHA-1 and sleep for 5 seconds. Then it's going to check the file, create a new archive using that file and that checksum that it created, and then it's going to remove everything. So what's really interesting here, these parameters here. We have this sleep for 5 seconds. So we have 5 seconds that we can, you know, modify this file that's being backed up, and this is running as root, right? And if we don't know what this does, we can take a look here at what's it called? explain shell. So we can essentially put in our parameters here, and it'll tell us, so it's creating a new archive. And this is what's really important, this tac h, because we have this tac h in this second time that it's run. And this is going to follow the symlinks and archive and dump everything in there. So essentially we have this little race condition here where we can just replace the checksum file with a symlink to root. So I'm just going to write a little bash shell. So we'll do our shebang. Because it's formatted weird. Jeez. So we want to check that this file exists, right? The opt backups, checksum, and then when it does, then so we're waiting essentially for that that checksum file to get created, and then we'll do the rm file opt back / checksum, and we'll want to like just give some kind of indication that this is done. So we'll just say then we'll do the symlink. So we'll link just the you just link the root SSH key should be fine. So we don't have to like do the whole folder. And we'll link that to the opt backups checksum, and then we'll echo link created, and then we can feed it there. And then we can just run this shell script in a loop. So we'll just do while true, do /priv. Is that what I named it? / oh, oopsie. Let's do that again. What did I do wrong here? So we're checking if tac e opt backups checksum. What was the error I was getting? Oh, is it because there's not a space here? So if tac e opt backups checksum, then yeah, that should be good. Let's try that again. Okay. Yeah, I think it was because it didn't like that there wasn't a space here. So we'll just let this run. It might take a little bit. I'm not sure like what the cron timer on the backup script is, but once it does, we added those like comments so that when the file is present and it does do the delete it and add the symlink, it'll output to the terminal. There we go. So let's go check the or no, it's like, isn't it in like yeah, it's like in here. Let's see. So we'll just grab this one. And we can just unpack that. It's like tar xvf, like verbose forceful file. And we get this opt folder, so we can cd into opt, cd into backups. And our checksum file should now be the root private key, and it is. So we can just 600 checksum and sshi checksum root at localhost. And we are root, and we have our root flag as well. This is a super like wacky privisk. Took me a while to find that the first time. So I didn't want to go through the pain of like fumbling at random stuff for a while. But once you find it and kind of like get the hang of it, it is pretty neat. Pretty neat to look at these different scripts and kind of understand all of the different parameters and see oh, this is running as root, and it's using this flag, which can be used to also just symlink something. So yeah, pretty neat. That's the box. Okay. Yeah, have a good one, everyone. Thanks for coming out.